Title: The Gorilla That Took Him by Jay the AI Cat. He sat on the floor in the dark. The room smelled like old food and forgotten days. Empty containers, wrinkled wrappers, clothes that hadn't been moved in weeks. A half-eaten burger rested on the ground beside him. He picked it up slowly and took another bite. In front of him, his iPad glowed. A picture of a gorilla filled the screen. Strong, calm, alive. He stared at it longer than he meant to. Then, something moved. Not on the screen. Behind him. He froze. A shadow shifted across the wall. Heavy, real. Before he could turn, a massive hand reached in, grabbed the burger from his hand, and took a bite. He screamed. The gorilla stood there, casually chewing, looking at him. For a second, neither moved. Then the gorilla grabbed him like he weighed nothing. Outside, before he could even understand what was happening, they were in a taxi. The driver? An orange orangutan. The man was already fading. Everything blurred, but he could still hear them. The orangutan glanced in the mirror. "You picked a weak one," he said. The gorilla shrugged. "He'll live." Darkness. When he woke up, sand, warm sunlight, the sound of waves. He gasped, sat up. Around him, chimps, dozens of them, watching, smiling, excited. He screamed. The gorilla grabbed him again, like a child, held him still. "A coconut, a straw." "No," the man muttered. Too late. Coconut water, then banana. He fought it, lost. The chimps cheered. Later, they climbed. A hill. At the top, Monkey Town. More monkeys, waiting, holding bananas like flags, shaking them in the air. The man trembled, still confused, still afraid. They carried him inside. Then, music. He landed on a pile of fruit. Soft, sweet, everywhere. The party started. Monkeys danced, spinning, jumping, laughing. Flowers dropped onto his head, hands pulling him into the rhythm. He didn't move at first. Then slowly, he did. Across the crowd, the gorilla danced. A female gorilla beside him. A flower tucked gently above her ear. They looked happy. At the entrance, the orangutan returned, holding a massive watermelon. The crowd exploded with excitement. The gorilla waved. The orangutan laughed. Time passed. He didn't notice how long. Then, evening. The beach again. A fire, crackling softly. The man sat between them. The gorilla, the orangutan, fish roasting on a stick. Shared, passed around. No one rushed. No one looked away. For the first time in a long time, he wasn't thinking about leaving. He laughed. And this time, it didn't feel strange.